Hello and welcome to my China vlog. It's been a while, but I am back in my favourite sheep top from Beijing. I thought it'd be really interesting, given that it's bank holiday coming up, to look at how China spent its bank holiday, rather May 1st holidays last week. And today was the first day in China that the entire country has become low risk for coronavirus. And also the 22nd day consecutively of no deaths. So that's amazing. So just before I show you some of the scenes of travellers in China during the holiday, it's good to know some of the stats. So it would seem that tens of millions of people travelled across China during the holidays. But while it is a rebound to the previous holiday, the Two Sweeping Festival on April the 4th, compared to last year, it's still much lower. On the first day of May, there were about 23 million tourists travelling, which is a third of what it was last year. And but the good news is that it seems that young people are making most of the bookings. More than half of the bookings made online at trip.com were from people born in or after 1990. So people younger than me, yes. Forbidden City opened its doors again on the 1st of May after being shut for more than 3 months, since the 25th of January. Previously, the limit on tickets per day was 80,000 people per day. I'll give you a second to guess what it went down to on reopening. 5,000. That is absolute heaven for anybody, that little tiny window to visit the Forbidden City, because it is packed. Normally you go and it's like looking at people rather than the city, and it's a huge place. It's just, you cannot almost ever get to a place where it looked like this. I'll now show you the clip.
进来太和门广场也几乎没人。我们再来看一看三大殿，以前这全是人，现在呢？赶紧拍照片，没有人墙背景。这是坤宁宫到御花园的这个小道，以前这些石椅上全都坐满人，现在太舒服了。还有东西六宫的小公道上也没人。
About that whole video, the author, who's a historian, has a large following on Douyin, the TikTok of China, is saying, "There's no one here. This bit here used to be packed with people. This chair was full of people." The narrow kind of causeway that he was going through is on the edge of the Forbidden City, so you would normally, that's how sort of a quick shortcut to get from the concubine quarters to the princess quarters. You don't just cut right across that huge series of public squares. So yeah, it's amazing. Take my word for it. You don't want to go. I often actually say to friends, don't go to the Forbidden City. Maybe just don't see it. But yeah, as I said, getting into Beijing, getting into any public venue, neighborhoods, the Forbidden City, you have to scan your health QR code, as long as it's green, which says that you're permitted to travel, and you have to show your ID as well. So with those two things, and most people are able to move around freely, but contained in numbers. And the other place that was limiting numbers, but saw actually still quite a lot of people, was Badaling Great Wall, probably the most touristy part of the Great Wall, which stretches really, really far across North China. And it's the most restored and the closest to the centre of Beijing. Another reason why it's very popular. Here are the pictures from last year first. And here are the pictures from this year's May holiday. So those are the tourist sites. What about centre of Beijing, the Piccadilly Circus or the Oxford Street of Beijing? Well, here is one guy on Douyin, TikTok China, who is in Sanlitun, the fashion centre of Beijing, and taking us around to have some food.
两个朋友，有一个是出名的迟到王，他们家的湘菜非常好吃。
I'll be eating my baozi homemade and steamed this weekend, and here's a clip of what it looks like in case you need some salivatory inspirations. Oops, I have no idea how that got in there, just me eating a bao. Oops. For more of where that came from and to find out what is inside that bun, follow me on Instagram at WatchMeEating.